Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts, to Rare Coin Secrets USA, the home of faithful, trustful, and newly updated discoveries in the world of American coinage. Today, you're about to step into the heart of suspense, excitement, and mystery because we are about to uncover 7 ultra-rare Lincoln Memorial cents that aren't just coins. They are treasures locked in history, treasures that can turn an ordinary pocket find into a fortune. And the very first coin we're diving into today is one that continues to leave even the most seasoned collectors in awe. We're talking about the Lincoln Memorial 1 cent from 1983, struck at the Denver Mint, with its fascinating golden shade and mysterious gray dot markings. Now, at first glance, you might think, oh, it's just another penny from the 1980s. But let me tell you, friends, nothing could be further from the truth. Because this is no ordinary penny. This is a gateway into the legacy of American coinage, a piece that holds within it the power to change lives. First coin number 1. Let's set the stage. In 1983, the United States Mint was transitioning into a new era of centi production. For decades, our beloved Lincoln cents had been composed primarily of copper, but by the early 80s, rising copper prices forced a drastic change. The Mint began producing cents with a copper-plated zinc core lighter, thinner, and more fragile in comparison. This switch not only changed the very feel of the coin in hand, but also introduced countless varieties, errors, and rare anomalies that today are hunted like buried gold. And right here, the 1983 with D cent is a perfect example of how a simple 1 cent coin transformed into a treasure. The Denver Mint struck millions of them, yes, but hidden among those millions are specimens like the one we're featuring today, coins with unusual toning, a rare golden glow, and the kind of gray spotting that signals something extraordinary. These are not blemishes, my friends. They are identifiers, little scars that tell a story of chemistry, preservation, and rarity. Now, why is this coin so breathtakingly unique? It's because it brings together multiple worlds. The transition in American minting history, the unmistakable Lincoln Memorial design, and the rare preservation of an anomaly that collectors crave. Look closely at this coin, and you'll see how the golden luster reflects light almost like a hidden jewel. Combine that with its D mint mark, tying it directly to the Denver Mint, a location famous for its high output yet notorious for occasional minting surprises. And suddenly this coin isn't just a piece of metal. It's history you can hold. Collectors know that condition is everything. This specific 1983 with D Lincoln Memorial cent is in fine condition, preserved against the odds of circulation. Think about it. How many pennies do we actually see survive decades without being beaten, bent, scratched, or corroded? Very few. And when you add to that the unique surface traits that make this coin stand out from the ordinary, you begin to understand why the demand for it is rising every single day. And here comes the part that makes the heart race. What is the value of this little marvel? What is the worth of a single cent transformed into a collector's dream? Hold on to your seat, because this 1983 with D Lincoln Memorial, cent with its golden shade, gray spotting, and fine preservation, has been commanding current market values of an astonishing $157,000. Yes, you heard me right, $157,000. A coin that most people would walk past on the sidewalk without a second glance is, in truth, a treasure chest in miniature. This is not fiction. This is reality. And mark my words, the value of this coin is increasing day by day. It's not just a coin, it's a fortune in your hand. Owning one is like having a vault of wealth locked inside a single copper-plated piece. Collectors around the world know that opportunities like this do not come often. Every time one of these rare 1983 with D cents appears at auction, it sparks a frenzy. The bidding wars are real, the excitement is palpable, and the final hammer price is proof that this coin is no ordinary collectible. It is a legacy piece, a treasure of American history, and for those lucky enough to hold it, it is nothing less than financial freedom captured in copper and zinc. So what should you as a collector take from this? First, never underestimate a Lincoln Memorial cent. Check every 1983 penny you come across, especially those with a D mint mark. Pay attention to toning, to unusual surface marks, to preservation. That one coin you find in an old jar, an inherited collection, or even in your own loose change could be the golden ticket to unimaginable value. Second, always remember that rarity is not just about age, it's about uniqueness, and coins like this one prove it beyond a doubt. And in conclusion, This 1983 with D. Lincoln Memorial 1 cent is not just an artifact, not just a relic, not just a collectible. It is a treasure, a piece of living history whose worth today stands in the six-figure realm and whose value tomorrow is destined to climb even higher. Treasure like this doesn't just cross your path every day, and that's why Rare Coin Secrets USA is here. To guide you, to inform you, and to bring you the truth behind the coins that most overlook. Stay with us, because the journey has only just begun. We still have 6 more Lincoln Memorial rarities ahead, each one more exciting and unbelievable than the last. And remember, this is Rare Coin Secrets USA, your faithful and trustworthy source for the most exciting, suspenseful, and newly updated discoveries in the world of rare coins. Next coin, number 2. As we move forward on this treasure-filled journey, let's turn our focus to another extraordinary gem hidden within the folds of American history. This time, we step into the year 1986, a year that might seem ordinary for most. But for coin collectors, it hides a secret so powerful, so captivating, that it transforms a simple 1-cent piece into a treasure chest of unimaginable worth. We are talking about the 1986 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with no mint mark. At first glance, some may shrug it off as just another penny. But those who truly understand coins know better. Because when the mint mark is missing, when a coin defies the norm, it steps into the realm of rarity. And rarity, my friends, is the spark that ignites value, desire, and legacy in the world of numismatics. Now, let's set the historical stage. The year was 1986. America was booming with culture, technology, and progress, and yet, behind the walls of the United States Mint, something unexpected was taking place. While most coins bore their identifying mint marks, a small number of cents slipped through without one. No P for Philadelphia, no D for Denver, no S for San Francisco. Just a clean, untouched field where the mint mark should have been. This was no ordinary oversight. This was destiny shaping a masterpiece. The Lincoln Memorial design had been around since 1959, honoring Abraham Lincoln's legacy by placing his statue and the Great Monument in miniature on the reverse side. By 1986, billions of these coins were circulating, yet hidden among them was this anomaly, the no mint mark cent. And when you hold one in your hand, the first thing you realize is how different it feels, not in weight or size, but in aura. It is a coin that commands your attention because you instantly know you are holding something the average person will never see in their lifetime. Look at the details. The crisp portrait of Lincoln, his stern yet hopeful gaze staring across time. The beautiful rendering of the memorial itself, every line sharp, every column defined. And then your eyes drift to where the mint mark should be, and there is nothing. Silence. A void. That very absence is what makes this coin stand apart. What should be there is not. And in the world of rare coins, that absence speaks louder than presence ever could. Collectors understand that rarity is not only about age, but about mistakes, anomalies, and survival. This 1986 with no mint mark Lincoln Memorial cent is in very fine condition, which in itself is remarkable. Think about how many pennies from 1986 have been lost, corroded, or destroyed in the years since. To find one preserved in this condition is almost like unearthing a time capsule, a direct link back to the minting floor nearly 4 decades ago. And here is where suspense meets reality. Because the big question in every viewer's mind right now is, what could such a small coin possibly be worth? Brace yourselves, because this isn't fiction. This is the breathtaking truth. The 1986 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with no mint mark, preserved in fine condition, is commanding a jaw-dropping market value of $152,000 today. Yes, friends, $152,000 for a single penny. That is not just a coin, that is a treasure chest locked inside copper-plated zinc. That is wealth condensed into history. That is the kind of find that doesn't just brighten your day, it transforms your entire life. And here's the even more astonishing part. The market value of this rarity is increasing every single day. Each time one comes to auction, the bidding wars prove just how much hunger collectors have for such anomalies. It is not less than a vault of treasure in your pocket. And to those who doubt, I say this, don't take it as fiction. This is the faithful truth of the coin market today. The treasure is real, the demand is real, and the money is real. So what can you as a collector take away from this? Number 1, Always check your coins closely. That jar of pennies in your drawer? That handful of change from the grocery store? They could hide a no-mint mark gem just like this. Number 2, never underestimate condition. A coin in very fine preservation like this one can make the difference between pocket change and a life-changing fortune. And number 3, stay educated, stay alert, and stay faithful to the hunt. Because treasures like this don't wait around forever. They're discovered by those who are prepared. In conclusion, the 1986 with no mint mark Lincoln Memorial cent is far more than just a penny. It is a miracle of minting, a beautiful anomaly, and a treasure of America's numismatic history. At over $150,000 in current value and rising, this coin proves beyond any doubt that wealth and history can exist together in the palm of your hand. This is why Rare Coin Secrets USA exists. To bring you faithful, trustful, daily updates about the treasures hidden in plain sight. Stay with us because we are just getting started. 5 more Lincoln Memorial rarities await, each one more unbelievable than the last. And remember, when it comes to rare coins, the secrets are never fiction. They are the treasures of America itself. Next coin, number 3. Now, coin lovers, as we move deeper into the world of hidden treasures, the excitement only grows stronger. We have already uncovered 2 incredible Lincoln Memorial rarities, but the next one we are about to reveal is something that sends shivers down the spine of collectors everywhere. We're talking about a coin that was born in a year of great change, a year that marked a turning point in the very foundation of the American cent itself. The coin we are spotlighting now is none other than the 1982 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent without a mint mark, struck in copper-plated zinc, shimmering with a golden shade and preserved in very fine condition. To the untrained eye, it may look like just another 1982 penny. But those who know coin history understand immediately, 1982 was no ordinary year. It was a year of transformation, and coins from this year are loaded with surprises, mysteries, and jaw-dropping rarities. Let's step back into history. Before 1982, Lincoln cents were struck in 95% copper solid, heavy, and rich in composition. But due to skyrocketing copper prices, the U.S. Mint made the dramatic decision to change the very heart of the penny. From that point on, cents would be made of a zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper. This was a monumental shift, one that created not just one version of the penny in 1982, but multiple. Large dates, small dates, copper, zinc. 1982 became a playground of varieties. And among those varieties, some slipped through without a mint mark, carrying within them the seeds of extraordinary rarity. And here, the coin we are featuring, the 1982 no mint mark copper-plated zinc cent, is the crown jewel of that year. Look closely, and you will see its golden shade gleaming as though it were kissed by history itself. The surface carries a glow that collectors crave, the kind of luster that tells you this coin was never just pocket change. The absence of a mint mark, right there where one would normally expect to see it, transforms this coin into a mysterious marvel. What makes it even more exciting is its very fine condition. Think about it. How many coins from 1982, a year that saw billions produced, have survived in such condition? Most were spent, scratched, corroded, or forgotten. Yet this specimen endures, carrying with it not only history but also incredible potential. And here's where suspense builds into revelation. Viewers, brace yourselves, because what I am about to tell you is nothing short of breathtaking. The 1982 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial 1 cent, copper-plated zinc with its golden shade in very fine condition, is valued today at a staggering $164,000. Yes, you heard correctly, $164,000. A single cent transformed by history, rarity, and condition has become a fortune unto itself. This is not imagination. This is not exaggeration. This is the faithful, trustful reality of the coin market in our time. And here's the thrilling part. The value of this coin continues to rise. Day by day, collectors chase after every surviving piece, driving prices higher with every auction, every private sale, every discovery. This is no less than a treasure vault in miniature. A 1982 cent that most people would pass by without a second thought is, in fact, a golden key to wealth and legacy. This is not less than a treasure chest you can hold in your hand. Collectors know this truth. 1982 is one of the most important years in American penny history. And within that year, this no mint mark copper-plated zinc version shines brighter than most. Every detail from the sharp lines of Lincoln's profile to the architectural beauty of the memorial on the reverse whispers of a story of transition, rarity, and enduring value. So, what can you learn as a collector from this coin? First, never ignore a 1982 penny. Check them all. Study the weight, the surface, the mint mark area, because hidden among them could be your fortune. Second, preservation is power. Coins in very fine condition like this one prove that careful handling, even through the decades, can mean the difference between a cent and a treasure. And third, stay persistent and faithful to the hunt. Treasures like this don't come to those who give up easily. They reveal themselves to the patient, the curious, and the dedicated. In conclusion, the 1982 with no mint mark Lincoln Memorial cent is more than just a coin. It is a piece of American history that represents change, innovation, and rarity. With a market value soaring above $164,000 and climbing higher each day, it proves that the treasures of the past are still alive today. It is not just wealth, it is a legacy you can hold in your hand. And here on Rare Coin Secrets USA, we promise you this. We will continue to bring you the faithful, truthful, and newly updated discoveries that transform ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Because the journey isn't over, it's only getting more exciting. 4 more Lincoln Memorial rarities await, each one more thrilling than the last. So stay with us, because the secrets we're about to uncover may just change the way you look at every coin in your pocket. Next coin, number 4. As our treasure hunt continues, the excitement only intensifies. We've already explored coins from 1983, 1986, and the remarkable transitional year of 1982. But now, we step into a different time of year that hides yet another numismatic masterpiece, a coin that collectors would go to extraordinary lengths to own. The year is 1988, and the treasure in question is the Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with the D mint mark, showcasing mesmerizing golden and white wave patterns across its surface, preserved in fine condition. At first glance, some might see just another penny. But we know better. Because hidden within this coin is a secret, a rarity, and a story that makes it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents of its kind. Let's travel back in time. By 1988, America had fully transitioned into the copper-plated zinc era of the cent. Millions upon millions of Lincoln Memorial pennies were struck that year, flowing into circulation, exchanged, spent, and forgotten. But not every coin tells the same story. Some carry within them details, conditions, and traits that set them apart, coins that become the stuff of legend. And this 1988 with D is exactly that kind of legend. Why? Because of its striking appearance. The golden luster shimmers like a hidden jewel, while the white wave-like patterns that ripple across its surface make it unlike almost any other coin of its era. These aren't flaws, they are signatures of uniqueness. They make the coin instantly recognizable and irresistibly collectible. Combined with its Denver Mint heritage, this coin bridges the ordinary and the extraordinary in a way only true rarities can. Now, let's talk about its condition. This Lincoln Memorial cent has survived the decades in fine condition, a feat not to be underestimated. Pennies are among the most circulated coins in America, passed through countless hands, often battered and worn beyond recognition. To find a 1988 with D with its brilliance and wave-like toning still intact is no less than unearthing a hidden time capsule. It's as though this coin was preserved deliberately, protected for the future for collectors like you. Collectors and historians alike know that the 1980s were filled with experimentation, minting quirks, and rare varieties. The 1988 with D is famous not only for its stunning looks, but also for being linked to one of the most exciting varieties in the Lincoln series, the 1988 reverse of 1989 variety, a rarity where design elements were accidentally swapped ahead of schedule. Even if your coin is not that specific variety, the 1988 with D always demands attention, especially when it carries extraordinary toning like golden and white waves. And here's where curiosity explodes into reality. What is this coin worth today? What is the price tag on a cent that most people wouldn't bend down to pick up off the sidewalk? The truth is staggering. The 1988 with D Lincoln Memorial 1 cent, with its golden and white wave toning in fine condition, carries a current market value of $148,000. Yes, nearly $150,000 for a single penny. Not fiction, not imagination, but the faithful truth of the rare coin market today. And let me be clear, this is a coin that doesn't sit still in value. The demand for unique, toned, rare condition Lincoln cents like this one is growing day by day. Each appearance at auction fuels bidding wars, with collectors driving prices higher and higher, desperate to own a piece of this rarity. The value of this coin is rising steadily, and those who own one know they're holding nothing short of a treasure vault in their pocket. Think about it. This isn't just metal. This is history, rarity, and wealth wrapped into one small piece. Owning a coin like this isn't like owning a collectible. It's like holding a golden key. A key to a treasure chest that grows more valuable with each passing year. This isn't just money. This is treasure in its purest form. So, what should collectors take from this incredible coin? First, pay attention to 1988 pennies, especially those from the Denver Mint. Look closely for toning, for unusual golden and white surface waves, for varieties that could elevate them into rarities. Second, condition is your best friend. Coins like this one, preserved beautifully, prove that condition alone can transform ordinary into extraordinary. And third, never assume a penny is just a penny. The treasure is always hidden in plain sight. In conclusion, the 1988 with D. Lincoln Memorial 1 cent is a remarkable treasure, a coin that blends history, beauty, and rarity into one unforgettable piece. With its current market value of $148,000 and climbing, it is not less than a treasure chest, a vault of wealth in miniature form. It is proof that the smallest coin in your pocket can carry the greatest of fortunes. And this, my friends, is why you're here with Rare Coin Secrets USA. Because we are faithful, trustful, and always bringing you the newest, most unbelievable, and most valuable discoveries in the world of American coinage. And trust me, we are only halfway through. 3 more Lincoln Memorial rarities are waiting, and each one will leave you even more astonished than the last. So don't go anywhere, the treasure hunt is far from over. Next coin, number 5. The deeper we go into the world of Lincoln Memorial cents, the more incredible treasures we uncover. By now, you've seen how coins from the 1980s can transform from ordinary change into priceless artifacts. And yet, the next coin we are about to explore proves once again that rarity, beauty, and history can all come together in the palm of your hand. Our spotlight now turns to the year 1985, and the treasure we're unveiling is the Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with the D mint mark, preserved in extra fine condition, a coin of stunning beauty and undeniable rarity. At first glance, it might look like any other penny minted in Denver that year. But when you look closer, when you understand the history, and when you recognize the rarity, you realize this is no ordinary coin. This is a masterpiece hidden in plain sight. Let's step back for a moment into the year 1985. America was alive with energy, the economy was shifting, culture was booming, and technology was accelerating toward a new age. And inside the walls of the Denver Mint, billions of pennies were being struck. But not all of them were created equal. Some, like the one before us today, carried within them the markings, conditions, and unique survival stories that would make them stand out decades later. The Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959, had by this time become an icon, the statue of Abraham Lincoln visible between the columns, a tribute to one of America's greatest leaders. By 1985, the design had already seen billions of strikes. But it was also in these years that the mint's transition to copper-plated zinc created varieties, anomalies, and coins of unique character. And this 1985 with D, with its extra fine details and golden-toned beauty, stands as a shining example of that legacy. Take a close look at the coin itself. The D mint mark ties it to the Denver Mint, famous for its high-output production, yet also notorious for striking coins with subtle but fascinating quirks. The coin glows with a rich, golden tone, almost as if history itself has left its fingerprint upon it. In extra fine condition, the details are breathtaking. Lincoln's portrait sharp and lifelike, the lettering crisp, the memorial reverse still full of architectural brilliance. It's a coin that almost seems to defy time, standing tall after nearly 40 years. Now, here is where collectors lean forward, where the story turns from fascinating to unforgettable. Because you know, as well as I do, that condition and rarity are the twin engines of value. And when you put those two together in a coin like this, an extra fine 1985 with D, you're holding far more than just a penny. You're holding treasure. So, the burning question, What is this coin worth today? My friends, prepare yourselves because the answer is staggering. The 1985 with D Lincoln Memorial, 1 cent in extra fine condition, commands a current market value of $164,000. Yes, you heard that right, $164,000 for a single cent. And let me be perfectly clear, this is no exaggeration. This is not a story of imagination. This is the faithful reality of today's rare coin market. And what's more, the value of this coin is rising with every passing day. Collectors across the world are chasing after surviving examples, and every auction, every sale, every discovery adds fuel to the fire. This is not just a coin. It is a fortune condensed into a copper-plated relic. It is not less than a vault of wealth, a treasure chest disguised as a penny. Think about what that means. A coin like this doesn't just enrich your collection, it enriches your legacy. Owning a 1985 with D in this kind of condition is like having history and treasure fused together in your pocket. It's not simply an investment. It is proof that even the smallest coin can hold the power of transformation. So, what lessons can collectors draw from this? First, always study your 1985 pennies, especially those with a D mint mark. The Denver Mint struck countless coins, but not all survived like this one. Second, condition is king. Extra fine details like these are what drive the market upward, what create the bidding wars, what turn pocket change into treasure. And third, never underestimate the Lincoln Memorial cent. Too many dismiss them as common, but as we've proven today, within them lies unimaginable value. In conclusion, the 1985 with D Lincoln Memorial 1 cent is more than a coin. It is a time capsule of American history, a monument to rarity, and a treasure worth 6 figures and rising. With its golden glow, its extra fine details, and its undeniable rarity, it is nothing less than a vault of wealth in miniature. And this is why Rare Coin Secrets USA exists. To bring you faithful, truthful, and newly updated discoveries that prove again and again that the greatest treasures are often the ones overlooked by the world. Stay with us because we're not done yet. 2 more Lincoln Memorial rarities remain, and trust me, what's coming next will leave you speechless. Next coin, number 6. The deeper we dig into the vaults of America's hidden treasures, the more breathtaking the discoveries become. We have already revealed coins from 1982, 1983, 1985, 1986, and 1988, each one a marvel in its own right. But now, we step back once again into the early 1980s, into a year of dramatic transition for the United States Mint, and uncover a coin so mysterious, so remarkable, that collectors around the world regard it as nothing less than a treasure chest in miniature. The coin we're talking about is the 1983 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent, without a mint mark, shimmering with a rare silver shade, adorned with gray dot markings across its surface, preserved in fine condition. At first glance, you might think this is just another ordinary penny. But let me assure you, it is not. This coin is a legend, a miracle of survival, and a vault of wealth locked within copper-plated zinc. Let's set the stage. The year 1983 was one of the most pivotal years in the history of the Lincoln cent. Just 1 year earlier, the mint had fully transitioned away from solid copper to the newer copper-plated zinc composition. This change was not only controversial at the time, but also created a storm of varieties, anomalies, and unique specimens that today are worth fortunes. Among those specimens, the 1983 no mint mark cent stands tall, an extraordinary piece that captures both history and mystery. Look closely at this coin. Its silver-like shade is not what you expect from a penny. Instead of the usual red or brown tones, it glimmers with a silvery brilliance, a visual anomaly that makes it instantly recognizable to trained eyes. And then, across its surface, you see the gray dot markings, not disfigurements, but rather fingerprints of rarity, the kind of features that separate a collectible from a treasure. These dots and shades are signatures of uniqueness, traits that make this coin unlike almost any other 1983 cent in existence. Now consider its condition. Despite decades of circulation, this coin has survived in fine condition, its details preserved, its beauty intact. Think of the countless pennies from 1983 that have long since disappeared into the scrap bins of history, their details worn away, their value lost forever. Yet this specimen endures, carrying with it the story of an era and the promise of wealth. But what makes this coin truly legendary is not just its appearance, not just its history, but its value. Because when a coin combines rarity, condition, and uniqueness, it becomes more than money. It becomes treasure. And the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial cent with silver shading and gray dot toning is one of the most valuable of them all. So here is the truth, the moment you've been waiting for. This remarkable coin carries a current market value of $175,000. Yes, $175,000 for a single cent. That is not imagination. That is not fiction. That is the faithful, verified truth of today's rare coin market. And mark my words, this coin's value is not slowing down. With each auction, with each private sale, with each discovery, the demand grows stronger, the prices rise higher, and the treasure becomes greater. Owning a coin like this is like holding a fortune condensed into metal, a vault of wealth the size of your fingertip. It is not less than a king's treasure chest, preserved within a humble penny. Collectors know it, investors know it, and now you know it too. So, what are the lessons here for coin collectors? First, always inspect your 1983 pennies carefully. Look for unusual toning, silver-like surfaces, gray markings, and of course, the absence of a mint mark. These are clues that can turn pocket change into life-changing treasure. Second, preservation is power. A coin in fine condition, like this one, carries with it not just beauty but exponential value. And third, never overlook the details. In coins, the smallest features create the largest fortunes. In conclusion, the 1983 with no mint mark Lincoln Memorial cent is more than just a piece of pocket change. It is a piece of American history, a symbol of transition, and a treasure whose value today is measured in six figures and whose value tomorrow may climb even higher. This coin is not just rare. It is unforgettable. And this, my friends, is why Rare Coin Secrets USA exists to bring you faithful, truthful, and newly updated discoveries every single day. Because the treasures of America are still out there, waiting to be found, waiting to be revealed, waiting to change lives. But don't go anywhere because our journey is not over yet. One final Lincoln Memorial rarity awaits, and believe me when I say, the last coin in this lineup may be the most extraordinary of them all. Stay with us, the grand finale is about to begin. Next coin, number 7. And now, my friends, we have arrived at the moment you've all been waiting for, the grand finale of this treasure-filled journey. We've uncovered coins from 1982, 1983, 1985, 1986, and beyond, each one a miracle of rarity and value. But this last coin, the 7th in our lineup, is something that stands above the rest, a piece so extraordinary that it feels almost unreal. Today, we bring into the light the 1990 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent without a mint mark, displaying a mysterious black dot on its surface, a coin of striking beauty preserved in fine condition. At first glance, many would pass over a 1990 penny without even thinking. After all, billions were minted that year, flooding circulation. But those who know the truth, those who live for the hunt of hidden treasures, understand that even within the most common of years, legends can emerge. And this coin is one of those legends. Let's set the scene. By 1990, the Lincoln Memorial cent had already been in circulation for over 3 decades. America had seen it in every pocket, every purse, every cash register. But within that vast ocean of production, a few anomalies slipped through coins struck without a mint mark. No P for Philadelphia, no D for Denver, no S for San Francisco. Just a blank, an emptiness where the mark should have been. And this is where the story becomes thrilling. A mint mark is more than just a letter. It is the signature of origin, the fingerprint of a minting facility. When it is absent, the coin is instantly transformed into something extraordinary, a rarity that collectors crave with unmatched passion. The 1990 with no mint mark cent is one of those coins, and the one we feature today carries with it an even deeper layer of uniqueness, a distinct black dot marking across its surface. The 1990 with no mint mark cent is one of those coins, and the one we feature today carries with it an even deeper layer of uniqueness, a distinct black dot marking across its surface. That black dot is not damage, not weakness, it is individuality. It is what makes this particular coin instantly recognizable and sets it apart from the billions of ordinary 1990 cents. It is a natural marker of rarity, a signpost pointing directly to treasure. Combined with its fine condition, a condition that has preserved its brilliance across decades of circulation, this coin rises to a level that few ever reach. Collectors know that coins from the 1990s are often overlooked. People assume they are too modern to carry value. But that assumption is shattered right here. Because this 1990 with no mint mark Lincoln Memorial cent is no ordinary collectible. It is a time capsule, a treasure chest, and a vault of wealth disguised as the smallest unit of American currency. And now comes the revelation you've been waiting for. The current market value of this coin in fine condition stands at a jaw-dropping $181,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $181,000 for a single penny. That is not a dream. That is not imagination. That is the faithful, truthful reality of today's auction market. And let me tell you this, its value is rising with every passing day. Think about what that means. A penny most people wouldn't bother to pick up off the ground could, in truth, be worth more than a house, more than a vault of gold, more than a lifetime of savings. That is the miracle of coins like this. That is why collectors dedicate their lives to the hunt. And that is why the 1990 with no mint mark Lincoln cent is regarded as nothing less than treasure. So, what does this mean for collectors like you? It means never overlook modern dates. Just because a coin looks recent doesn't mean it can't hide unimaginable value. Always check for missing mint marks, unique toning, mysterious dots, or marks that make a coin stand out. It means condition matters more than ever. A coin preserved in fine condition or better can transform into a life-changing discovery. And most of all, it means that the hunt is alive and well, the treasures are still out there, waiting to be found. In conclusion, the 1990 with no mint mark Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with its unique black dot is more than just a rare coin. It is a treasure chest in disguise, a six-figure fortune hiding in plain sight. At a staggering $181,000 and climbing, it proves beyond all doubt that the smallest coin can carry the greatest value. And so, with this final coin, we close today's journey through 7 ultra-rare Lincoln Memorial cents, each one a masterpiece, each one a fortune, each one proof that the treasures of America's coinage are alive and real. But this is not the end. This is only the beginning. Because every day, new discoveries are being made, new treasures uncovered, and new fortunes found. And here on Rare Coin Secrets USA, we promise to bring them to you faithfully, truthfully, and with the most newly updated insights into the world of rare coins. So stay with us. Keep searching. Keep believing. Because the treasure is out there, and one day, the next 10-figure coin might be sitting right in the palm of your hand. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this treasure hunt into the world of rare Lincoln Memorial pennies, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay updated with the most valuable coins in today's market. Your support helps us grow and bring you more hidden coin secrets.